Hello guys, welcome back to my new video. So this is the first video of the weekend of this week. Okay, so let's start with the problem. What's the problem given? The problem is friends of appropriate ages. So this problem is also belong to sorting and searching topic that you can find from the sheet which is given. No, and the name of the seat is Coder Army. Okay. Now let's try to understand the problem. What's the problem? The problem is there are n person on social media website. Okay, I think this problem is interesting. You are given an integer array. Array name is ages, where ages age of I is the age of ith person. Means age of one is age of the first person, age of two is the age of the second person. Like for the given ages age, not for the whole for for all the people in this website. Okay, a person X will not send a friend request to a person Y. Okay, now here we have to think about the friend request. So this there are the two person. Okay, this person contain a follow, and now this person want to send a request to this person and try to change it in following. Now, what's the condition for the person X to send a request to the person Y? And for which of the condition X cannot send a request to the Y? So these are condition are given. Let me write it here because this is very important for condition checking. A person X will not send a request to a person Y if any of the following condition true. Not X will not send request to Y if any of the following is true. Any of the following is true. If any of the following X not 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 is important. Not send a request to Y if any of the following is true. Now what's the condition? First is that age of Y should not. If age of y less than equal to age of x by 2 plus 7, then x will not send a request to y. If age of y greater than age of x, then also it will not send a request. And the last, if age of y greater than 100 and age of x less than 100, then also it will not send a request to y. Now, how to solve this problem? So, if any of these three conditions will satisfy, then x will not send a request to y. Now, what we have to find? We have to find if x send a request to y will not necessarily send request to x, and also a person not send a request to himself. But x can't send a request to x itself. So, what we have to do here? We have to return the total number of friend requests made. We have to find how many friend requests are made. Okay, let's check for this area. So we have array called ages in which we have element 16, 17, 18. Now we have to find the number of friend requests can be made. Okay. So first thing and the very easy thing that you can do is if by using a to for loop, like you can doing with two pointer. How the first give to the first, then second give to also the first. Now check if x not equal to y and any of and if all these conditions are false, then just count plus plus and then return the count. So that will take order of n square time, and we know that that's not a optimized approach. So what can be the optimized solution for this problem? Okay. So in the first case, if like this, here we have many person with same age, it might be possible. So for each case, we have to calculate. So better we are just calculate for the distinct element. Means we are creating one array which contain a distinct element and the number of elements with that element. Means let's say we have a one array called age. This is age is called age, which contain let's say what this array is containing. So with age 16, we have four people. With age 16, we have four people. With age 17, we have one people. And with age 18, we have one people. So this is the array. This is the index. And these are the elements. What's the element contain? Element is how many times the people with this age 16. Okay, how many people with age 16 are there? How many people with age 70 are there? And how many people with age 18 in our given main array? Okay. Now, why we are doing this? So let's say for first case we have 16 to 17. Okay, if we have 16 in the explanation they are also given. Let's say for one case of friend request is from 17 to 16. So for this 17 to 16 also there, from this 17 to 16 also there, from this 17 to 16 also there. So we know that if it's satisfied from 17 to 16, then for all the 16 it will satisfy. So the best approach is that if we gonna multiply these two, the number of 17s are 1, the number of 16s are 4, then it's 4. Then it will is for our computation also. So got it? Okay, that's why we are storing this array. Now, what's the next thing we are doing? Now, we know that here, if you check here, we have a particular range in the array. Means this array is of size 121 from 1 to 120 and both are inclusive here. Okay, so this the size of the array is not here the problem. Now we are storing the element. Now what we have to do? Now one another thing that we have to keep in mind. The thing is this. The number of total friend requests. Okay. Now the thing is that a person will not send a friend request to himself. Let's say we have three friend. One, two, three. A, B, C. Okay. We have a three friend and the okay. So these are the three friend can send a request to this three friend. Means A cannot send a request. So what's the total friend request? The total friend request are nine. A B A C B A B B B C like that. But we know that a person will not send a friend request to himself. So now find the total friend request. When A can send a request to B, A can send a request to C, B can send a request to A, B can send a request to C, C can send a request to A, and C can send a request to B. Now what's the total request? The total requests are six. We know that one thing. Okay, so total requests are one, two, three, four, five, six. What's that meaning? Which means that first, before that, we are doing 3 into 3, but now we are doing 3 into 2. What's the meaning of this? In from the first case, we are removing one element which is itself so that we can get the total friend request sent by X to Y without containing itself. That's the second thing that we checked here. Okay. Now just do the multiplication and add it to the count. Like for I equal to 1 to 120. Okay. J equal to now the limit for J given in the condition. What's the limit for J? The limit for J is if among this any one is true. So you can check from the second. The second is the overall means the broader way of the third condition. So if we are eliminating the third, then also when because the third is subset of the second only. Okay. Now what we can say? So we have this condition means the value of here because we are storing in the index the age. So we can say the value of j. If the value of j is less than this, then it's not part of our answer. So we are starting a j from I by 2 plus 8 only. It means this condition is false. Okay. Now j less than equal to I means this condition is false because if j greater than I, then it will not be our answer. So what can be our answer if j less than equal to I? Okay. Now we are incrementing j plus plus. Okay. We are incrementing j plus plus and now we are taking a count variable in which what we are doing we are just doing multiplication of number of occurrence of this to number of occurrence of this. Okay, so what's this array is our age array. So age of I into age of j, and if you remember, if I and j are same, then what we are doing, we are just checking if I equal to j, true 1 0 means if I equal to j, then we are removing one, else we are removing nothing and just do the multiplication. After that, just return the count. That's our answer. Now if you want to check the code, now then let me tell you the code. Okay, so this is our code. As you can see from here, this is what I exactly the same as I told you. We are first storing the value. After that, in count, we are calculating, and this is the number of occurrence for that age. Okay, so okay, let's run this code and now submit it. Okay, you can see the solution here. I'll also upload the link of the. Okay, let me upload the solution directly here so you don't need to wait. Let me write it here. Easy solution from by vendors. Okay, now just post it. You can find the solution from the link of the problem only. This is the description. This is the name of the problem. So if you like this video, then do like and share with your friends. Thank you guys.